assets. I'm going to be creating one live right here, and I'm going to use this exact framework that I'm showing you on the screen right now. And I'll also show you an example of a sales asset I've created for a client and just what that looks like. But let's dive into it. So this is the main 7 parts there. And by the way, you can create the sales asset however you want, but this is just the general framework I use. You can obviously mix it up, do whatever you want. But I've had a lot of people asking me how I create sales assets, things like that. So here's the basic framework. I'd recommend adding your own sauce to it, but just doing this will work fine. And this can be leveraged in multiple parts of your business. So you can use this for obviously sending it over cold email. You can use this as in the follow up. You can use this like during the sort of sales process. So let's say you took the discovery and they want case studies, right? You can send them this document. You can also create a video on the document covering how you did it. This is a lot of use cases. You can even post it on Twitter, YouTube, whatever. And there's just so many use cases for it, right? You can use it for content, anything. You can even put it on your website. There's a lot of use cases. So creating sales assets like this it's very valuable and can be used in a lot of different ways. So let's dive into it. So yeah, 7 main parts. We got the headline covering the main result, short video covering like showing the results, testimonial. Can even be like a walkthrough on how you did it. That works too. Cover the before, cover the after working with you. Key results, like key metrics that came from the outcome of working with you. Examples of work, so just examples showing what you did, and then obviously a CTA to a call. So this is a very basic framework. You can obviously add your own bits and pieces throughout the entire thing, but these are sort of 7 key things you need within this document. Lacking any of these is probably going to hurt the how good the document actually is. So as long as you have these 7 things in, you'll be shown. So let's create our own example right now. All right, so this software is called Gamma.app, and this is what we use for creating most of our sales assets. But you can use Google Docs, you use Canva, Google Slides. It doesn't matter what you use. Gamma is just nice to use, but yeah, if you're curious on what we use, we're using Gamma. Let's just dive into it. So first, we need the headline. So let's do this for our cold email offer. So let's say, how we booked 20 meetings per month for actually leave like that for 222 UGC with our anti-fragile cold email infra. Okay. Obviously, can definitely be improved. Let's fix this up a bit. Give me a sec. All right, fix it up a bit, and let's add in video here. So, what I'm going to do in this case, I'm going to actually come here, and ideally, you want to have some sort of Loom video here. But in this case, I have like a big old video covering our entire strategy basically. So this is where a YouTube channel could be really good. And also this video that I'm going to use here, this video is covering a sales asset that I created. So like you see what I mean when it's how you can use it in multiple different ways. Like this document that I'm using the video, it's a sales asset that we use over outbound. So it's like creating one of these is huge because you can use it on YouTube and then you can just repurpose it in so many different ways. So we can throw that here, and I'll just embed. So yeah, that's decent. And just say whoever it's from, and then ideally you want to add like a button here for booking a call. Or you do that. The button. Boom. Book a call. Wait. Book I'm just running this video. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna post this on YouTube or anything, but definitely keep this for Twitter because I know you guys are asking for this stuff. Okay, so boom, there we go. We got our headline, we got the video, and we got a CTA for booking a call right off the bat. So as you can see already, the sort of structure of this, it's very similar to a landing page, right? You got the headline, it's basically VSL, and then book a call. So yeah, pretty basic. Except it's just very tailored to it's like a landing page for the case study, right? So it's not just like a general landing page. It's specifically for how we helped 222 book 20 meetings per month with our anti-fragile cold email infrastructure, whatever your unique mechanism is. And next, we want to do the before and after, or short video showing testimonial. So on our website, we actually have that video testimonial. So let's see here. We can actually do this. Let me pause real quick. Boom. All right. I did not foresee my laptop being this laggy, but anyways, as you can see here, you're able to actually inline embed websites into Gamma. So in this case, on our website right here, you can see if you click on this, scroll down a bit. You can see the interview with the founder of 222 right there. I would go out of my way to like just put the video, like the actual raw video here, rather than just like throw my website. But for the sake of just doing this off the bat, I'm literally just winging this. This is not planned at all. Let's put that there. So far, get the headline. You got like a small VSL explaining how we did it. Then we have proof. We have an interview with the founder. Now we got to do the before, right? So how were they before? So let me just write this out. All right, so we got the before. I just copied this off my website real quick. So before working with web growth, 222 was plateaued at 50K MRR. Cold email infrastructure was failing. Blah blah. The gist. That doesn't have to be anything too crazy. Just make it short, make it quick, and then now we want to talk about the after stage. So after working with web growth, just here. Boom. Put this up a bit. Boom. 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 After working with us, the key results, right? Actually, give me a sec. Boom. All right, there we go. So we got green check marks everywhere. This is hella scuffed, but I'm just winging it. I just want to show you guys how this works. So we're just winging it. But this is the after. And this works. So I mean, to the point, 10, 20 meetings, scale their agency past 100K MR, rebuilt their outbound infrastructure from the ground up. There you go. And then in this section, we have the key results. But we kind of already covered this here. So this isn't like the key results section isn't like absolutely necessary if you already covered it here in like the after working with us section. But typically here, this is where you want to like explain the process that you actually took to generate the key results. And then like you would add this section to the key results section. So this should be down here, and here you should like write some sort of paragraph. So give me a sec. All right, there we go. So I just wrote this in 30 seconds. 222 didn't have to worry about where the next client come from. Finally be able to get the most out of their cold email and focus on what matters most, driving their own clients' results. There you go. So sort of framework there. You can kind of build off this, use as reference, and then the key results will be here. So these were like the actual results that we generated. So next we have examples, I believe. Examples of work. So in this case for cold email, it's a little weird because we don't want to like just post the exact scripts we're using, right? In this case, I would probably post like pictures of, let's say, like email conversations leading to meetings. That could be one. Let me grab a few of those actually. All right, so this is actually a good example. So I wrote this one tweet on because we booked Happy Dad for them. I actually wrote this one tweet that's kind of like a case study in itself, covering how we were able to book Happy Dad, like the strategy that we used to do so. So I guess in this case for cold email, this would be like a good example of work. Let's say you book a really big meeting, so like in this case, Happy Dad's like a pretty big company to book a meeting with. You could throw that as an example of work, of proof that you've done for the client. So this is a pretty good one. So I'll also be leveraging social proof. I'd probably clean this up. I wouldn't like just throw the raw tweet, but for the sake of the video, just here's the example. And last but not least, we will add our Calendly link. So, say something like, ready. This is so basic. Ready to start booking meetings? Question mark. All right, there we go. Now let's just throw our Calendly link. I'll throw this booking link out of my website. Be nice and fancy. Book a call with me today. Just throw that here. Let's inline this bad boy. Preview. Inline. All right, boom. There we go. Book a call with me today. I can click on this and then, yeah, I can book a call. So my computer's about to crash because it's so laggy. Jesus Christ. All right. But there you have it. I just created a decent sales. If I clean this up, this would actually be a pretty decent sales asset, honestly. Right before your eyes in like 10 minutes, I just created this. So you have no excuse to not be able to make a case study sales asset. You literally just watch me do it live. So let's do a walkthrough. We got the headline, how the result that we generated, the unique mechanism that we used to do so, build that intrigue. Then we got the video explaining how we did it. Then, quick CTA, more proof, interview with the founder. Then we have the before working with us, after working with us, key results we generated, examples of work we've done for them, and then a CTA to book a call from here. So there's the framework. And as I promised, here is an example of like an actual one that we use for one of our clients. That's definitely a lot cleaner. So as you can hear, this will be the same framework. We have the headline talking about how they generated 1.3 million. It's like a deep dive into their Klaviyo account. Then we got the button, obviously nice. It looks a lot cleaner. The before working with us, this obviously looks way nicer. After, we have all these nice little features you can click on to see, and you can see in this case study example. In the after, we're talking more about the exact process that we took to generate the result, right? And then, well, in this case, we just showed the proof here as the key result. But yeah, you can see here how that goes. Just a screenshot. Then, oh yeah, in this case, so after like the main bulk of the case study, you can drop if you have your own VSL, you can just drop a VSL. Show here to just give more context on who you are or what your company does. And then examples of work. So we got email creatives. And then a book a call link. So it's obviously a much nicer example, but same framework still applies. So this works well. But yeah, so again, this is the framework, headline, short video, or just whatever is good enough to show that you've generated the result / testimonial. Cover the before working with you guys, cover the after working with your company, key results that were generated from that, examples of work, and then a call CTA, and you'll be good. So let me know if you've got any other questions on this. I might create some other videos on other sales assets you can create, but think with sales assets, it's pretty tailored to, or it really depends on the offer that you're offering, right? So this is like the case study one is a general one that you can create for any offer, right? So I'll think of some other ones that we can do in the future for. Maybe I'll do one specifically for like cold email. We'll see. But yeah, this is the general basic sales asset that anyone can create. It's always good to have built out case studies because prospects, if you help them calls with prospects, you'll get it. They'll often ask for case studies, and they receive a case study. It's built out, it's well made, it's clean, it's easy to understand. They're gonna really appreciate that. So because you went the extra effort and you went into thorough detail on how you actually generate the result, they're gonna trust you a lot more, right? So hope this helps. And yeah, if you have any questions, just leave a comment and I'll try to get back to that. Cheers.